Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're safe and well because that is the most important thing. First of all, apologies. This is the second try at this video because there's been a change in the streaming software I use and it was distracting me and I thought something had gone horribly wrong, but it's okay. Right. Okay. It is lousy weather. It's rain. It's due to rain all day. We've got some kind of storm coming in from the Atlantic. So I hope the weather is better with you than it is with us. Right, so what have we got for you today? Well, first off, we have a reminder. This is from the CTPA about tea tree oil. Now, you may remember that it was proposed to be classified as a category 1 reprotoxin, and that has now changed. I believe it was back in the summer. So it's still at proposal level. It needs to be signed off by the minister who's responsible for it, but it's a straw in the wind that this is likely to happen. So I'm just going to put the link below this video now. Proposed mandatory classification. Can't type and talk at the same time. I mean, I do my best, but I quite often fail at that, don't I? So GB. So I'm just going to pop that below this video now. Now, the second thing that we've got for you in the sort of what's going on in the EU slot is that there's been some changes to the simplification proposals as they affect CLP. And the full simplification PDF has been updated, but they're still in draft. Okay, so this is not a done deal. There is due to be a vote, I believe, next week. But like I say, they're still in draft. And we don't quite know what shape they're going to take. Now, this is important because one of the things one of our lovely trainees / friends spotted is that when the simplification proposals came in, they had a little one of those little moments that you go, I can't believe they are trying to add extra things in. And the bit that they were trying to add in was a thing called a digital contact on the label. Now, at first, these proposals said instead of the digital contact would be there instead of the phone number, which is a really, really big deal because it would mean everybody had to redo all their labels. But luckily, they have now apparently rolled back on this. And it looks like this will be an additional contact and that they are not going to remove the phone number from the CLP label. However, as I said before, this is just all in draft. It's all up in the air at the moment. We don't know exactly what's going to happen and we need to watch this space. But we do have the current thinking, but bear in mind it may change again. You know, it's extremely frustrating because you would think simplification would be literally that, removing things from legislation. No. Right. Okay. So those are the two legal things. Now, in terms of safety, I came across a really, really fascinating article. It's actually in the British Psychological Society's webpage. But it's called Designing for Human Attention. And I thought it's a really important one because we rely really heavily on a lot of manufacturing sites on control rooms, right? And there is a lot of presumption that when you have a control room or you have an alarm going off or whatever, that everybody's going to respond immediately to it. And that isn't necessarily the case. And as we know, you know, too many alarms going off simultaneously can be distracting. There's I'm just going to pop the link there, by the way. There's also a thing that's been known about for a lot of years about the human response to things like red lights for the danger signal. Now, a long, long time ago, when I was married to my first husband, his father was a railwayman, train driver, and there was a known phenomenon, and this would be like the 1990s, and it was probably a lot older than that, that occasionally, if you show a train driver too many red lights, they literally don't see them. So it's something really interesting. I believe it was called red light phenomenon, not the type that you might think if you've got a naughty mind, but there was that thing of you just switch off after a while. And that may have been responsible for a number of train crashes. So yeah, designing for attention, it looks really, really interesting. I have read it once and I'm likely to read it again, and I hope you find that useful. So that's it for the work side of things. What have we got for our reasons to be cheerful? And the answer is another Mitchell and Webb, which we are doing this month. And this is when the baddie takes over the world. Oh, yes. Now, some people are interpreting this, or plans to destroy the world, sorry, not take over. I believe some people are interpreting this to destroy the world as a satire on the climate crisis. I don't see it like that. It's more like a generational thing. But yes, most amusing. That's it there for you. So whatever you're doing today, I hope you have a really good day. And a good weekend. I hope the weather decides to get a bit better, although it's looking fairly grim. And take care of yourselves. I hope to be able to chat to you again next week if we're spared. Bye.